Hi students, in the previous video I have shown you how to solve the ICSE 2024 paper. Section A I discussed in the previous video. Now here I am discussing section B of that question paper. This is part 2 of that video. So we are starting with section B, attempt any 4 questions. There are 6 questions here. Question 3, that's where we start. Okay, rewrite the following statements by adding the correct word as shown in the example. So you have to write a full sentence here because the question says rewrite the following statements. Okay, an example is given. Given statement: ammonia changes moist red litmus to blue. What is the correct statement? Aqueous ammonia changes moist blue litmus to red. Okay, so similarly, so we will follow this pattern. So we have the part A. Sulfuric acid acts as a dehydrating agent. We know sulfuric acid has got concentrated and dilute forms. It is a concentrated sulfuric acid. So you have to write con sulfuric acid. You may write full name concentrated or con sulfuric acid acts as a dehydrating agent. This is the correct answer. Okay, complete statement rewritten. Then part B, ammonia reacts with chlorine to give ammonium chloride and nitrogen. So ammonia reacts with chlorine, ammonium chloride and nitrogen. So chlorine and ammonia, there are two types of reactions. One is ammonia in excess, one is chlorine in excess. Ammonium chloride and nitrogen are obtained when excess of ammonia is there. So you have to write excess of ammonia. Excess of ammonia reacts with chlorine to give ammonium chloride and nitrogen. Okay, now you will write the question number and this statement, rewritten statement. You will not write this question, no need of writing that. So write only the corrected statement. Okay, let's go to the next part of the question, that is part second part. Yeah, that was 2 marks. Now the next 2 marks is coming from identify only the anion present in the following compound. Identify only the anion. So don't try to find other things, just find out the anion. Compound on heating produces colorless, odorless gas which turns lime water milky and has no effect on acidified potassium dichromate paper. So the gas is carbon dioxide. We know carbon dioxide turns lime water milky. Sulfur dioxide also turns lime water milky. But sulfur dioxide will turn acidified potassium dichromate solution green, whereas carbon dioxide has no effect on. So it is carbon dioxide. If a substance liberates carbon dioxide, it's a carbonate. So the anion is carbonate, or the correct formula of carbonate CO3 minus. Okay, either of that. If you write formula, it should be correct. Make sure, if you are not sure about the formula, write the word carbonate. Second part, B part, the solution of the compound which on treating with concentrated sulfuric acid and freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution produces a brown ring. Yeah, we know the ring test. So it is a nitrate. The answer is nitrate or NO3 minus, either of that. Because question says identify, it does not say write name or write formula, so you may write either of that, right? But as I said already, if you write formula, it should be correct, then otherwise better write the name. Now third part of the question, so 2 marks are over here, 3 marks question now. Mohan has 3 solutions, P, Q and R having pH 13, 5 and 2 respectively. Which of the above solution P, Q or R will react with magnesium to liberate hydrogen? Magnesium is an active metal. Acids react with active metals to give hydrogen. Acids have a pH below 7. So we have either 5 or either 2. So the best answer is 2. The solution pH 2 is R. So the answer is R. Okay, because it is a strong acid. Now we liberate ammonia gas when it reacts with ammonium chloride. Ammonium salts react with alkalis to give ammonia gas. So we know that. So ammonium chloride, alkalis have pH above 7. So the answer is, that is pH 13, that is P. So the answer here is P. will contain molecules as well as ions. A weak acid or a weak alkali will have undissociated molecules as well as dissociated ions. So the answer here is the one with pH 5, which is a weak acid. So the option Q. So here you have the answer Q. So R, P, Q. These are the answers, right? Then the fourth part of this question number 3 marks question again. The following table is related to an industrial process of an acid. Identify A, B and C. Here is the SO2 plus O2. So we know it is a contact process, preparation of manufacture of sulfuric acid. Okay. So name of the process A. It is contact process. Contact process. Right. Part B asks for the catalyst. We know the catalyst here is vanadium pentoxide or V2O5. So it's not mentioning whether you write name or formula. So both answers are acceptable, V2O5 or vanadium pentoxide. Final product C. The final product in contact process is sulfuric acid of required concentration. So you write sulfuric acid, that is sufficient. So this answer is over. Right, now we have question number 4. Define the following terms. Molar volume. Definition, you have to give a proper sentence, right? Molar volume is what? Volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas or a gas at STP. Okay. Volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas at STP. That is what is called molar volume. So you will write this. E is known as molar volume, is not required. So the key points here is volume occupied, 1 mole gas at STP. All points are relevant and important. Okay, don't miss out any of these points, then your answer will be incomplete. Incomplete means incorrect. Going to the next part. Normal salt. B part. Normal salt. Normal salt is salt formed by the complete neutralization of an acid by a base. We know complete neutralization, the salt will not have any replaceable hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion. Its aqueous solution will be neutral to litmus. All those things are the properties. But what is a normal salt? The salt formed by the complete neutralization of an acid by a base, right? Draw the electron dot structure of methane molecule. Atomic numbers are given. Carbon, the configuration is 2, 6 because 6 is the atomic number, and hydrogen is 1, so H has a configuration of 1 electron in the valence shell, that is only shell. Carbon has got 2, 4, total is 6 electrons, so it is 2, 4, right? So let's take carbon atom. It is electron dot structure, so you may use dots and cross. So carbon has got 4 electrons, place it on 4 sides, and then hydrogen has 1 electron each. Each hydrogen has got 1 electron. So there will be 4 hydrogens to form 4 covalent bonds. That is how the octet of carbon is complete, duplet of hydrogen is complete. So this is the structure. No need to draw circles and show here. And some people show like this, hydrogen 1 electron and carbon with 4 electrons, and show plus sign here. This is not structure. These are only explaining the formation, that is not the structure. Please don't mind. And don't put brackets on this, which is not part of the structure, because it is not an ion. There is no bracket here. So CH4, this is the correct electron dot structure. Okay, and some people give also this answer along with that, C, H and H and H and H. So this is not electron dot figure. If you are giving multiple answers, you will not get marks. Don't make multiple answers, give one correct answer. Okay, and then nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen has the electronic configuration of 2, 5. Totally 7 electrons here we have. So nitrogen molecule, a molecule of nitrogen is formed by 2 nitrogen atoms. So they have a nitrogen has 5 valence electron as we see here. So 2 electron this side and 3 on this side. Why 3 on this side? Because there will be 3 bonds formed. That is how it forms the octet. 3 and 3 6 plus 2 8. This nitrogen also has 3 and 3 6 plus 2 8. So this is the correct nitrogen molecule. As I already said, don't give multiple answers. Some people make these answers like this. So which is not electron dot figure, it is line structure. When you show electron, now some people draw lines between the electron. That is also wrong, because the lines already represent a pair of electron. When you draw a line, it shows 2 pair of electron, 2 electron, that is a pair of electron. Now you are showing 2 electron and a line also, that makes 4 electron. So it will be incorrect. So this is the correct answer. Here this is the correct answer. Okay. Then going to part 3 of this question. Complete and balance the following equations. Al2O3 plus NaOH gives, what are the products? So aluminum trioxide or aluminum oxide and NaOH will give, what will you get? Sodium meta-aluminate, NaAlO2 plus H2O. Okay, so NaAlO2 and H2O. So how do you balance this reaction? 2 aluminiums are there, so you have 2 NaOl, so that makes 2 NaOH. So 2 Na, 2 Al, that is done. 2 oxygens here, 5 oxygen, 2 2s 4 and 1 5 oxygen, and 2 hydrogens here, 2 hydrogens here. It is balanced, right? The product is sodium meta-aluminate. Now C2H5 COONA plus NaOH. So this is sodium propanoate. So what you get? The reaction is C2H6 plus Na2CO3. This is the preparation of ethane in the laboratory. C2H, this hydrogen comes here and this part. So it is like this. This part is inside the box is gone as product here, Na2CO3. This is C2H6, right? Then C2H4Br2 plus alcoholic KOH. Here what happens? It is a dehydrohalogenation reaction. There are 2 carbons here and 2 bromines are there. So both the bromines are removed from here. So the product will be C, that is CH triple bond CH plus 2 KBr plus 2 H2O. So there will be 2 KOH. Okay, so this is the product. So 2 carbons, 4 hydrogens and 2 6 hydrogens, 2 2s 4 and 2 hydrogens here, and then 2 bromines, 2 potassium, 2 potassium. It is balanced. So this may be written as C2H2, ethyne or acetylene. Okay, so instead of writing open structure, you may write this way also. Now fourth part of this question. Choose the organic compounds from the list given below to answer the following questions. Ethene, ethanoic acid, ethanol, methanol. The compound which does not have a double bond in its structure. Ethene has double bond, ethanoic acid does not have. Yes, and ethanoic acid has a C double bond O, and ethanol which has no double bond at all. Here there is no carbon-carbon double bond, but there is a double bond in the oxygen, methanol. So the answer is ethanol. Ethanol is C, and we have hydrogens. Yes, and hydrogen and OH. So this is ethanol, right? The compound which in its pure form turns into an ice-like solid on cooling. Glacial acetic acid, you are familiar with. Acetic acid is ethanoic acid. So it forms on cooling, it changes to ice-like crystal. Ethanoic acid is the answer, right? We still have some ethanol is used. These 2 are still there. So let's see what's the next question. The next question says the compound which is used for artificial ripening of fruits. Artificial ripening, there are 2 compounds used. One is ethene, the other one is ethyne. So in the list we have ethene. So we will write ethene. So ethene is the answer. Okay, right. Now question 5. The main metal used in the making of alloys given below. The main metal, duralumin and magnesium, two alloys of aluminium. So duralumin, the main metal is aluminium. Okay, and stainless steel, the main metal is iron. It's a form of iron, steel, stainless steel, right? So the main metal. Differentiate between the following pairs based on the criteria given: sulfuric acid and nitric acid using barium chloride solution. So what you will write, there have to be two different observations. One, sulfuric acid H2SO4 plus barium chloride BaCl2 solution will give observation, because differentiate following is a chemical test, we write white PPT. Okay, and HNO3 nitric acid plus BaCl2, it does not give any PPT, so no PPT. So this is the differentiation. Okay, so you write these two parts, what sulfuric acid gives, what nitric acid gives, what will be the observation difference in the two. That's how you differentiate. Don't write the product name, no need to write equation, no need to write formula, give different observations for this. That is how you differentiate. Using barium chloride solution is given already. Okay, we'll go unsaturated and saturated hydrocarbons. Type of bond present. Here you differentiate on the basis of type of bond. So unsaturated hydrocarbons will have double or triple covalent bond between carbon atoms, that you write or don't write. Triple covalent bond. And saturated hydrocarbons will have only single covalent bonds. Simply write single covalent. If you simply write double or triple and single, that much also is understood, the rest is understood, right? Only single covalent bond. Type of bond. You don't have to describe the rest, only type of bond has to be described. Then third part, calcium carbonate reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid as given below. So here is the reaction given. What is the mass of 5 moles of calcium carbonate? Relative molecular mass of calcium carbonate is 100. That's also given. So here we have 1 mole of calcium carbonate, 2 moles of HCl, and here we have 1 mole of calcium chloride coming, 1 mole of water, 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, now let's understand. Mass of 5 moles of calcium carbonate. The molecular mass here is 100. Okay, so we can say what will be the mass of 5 moles of 1 mole of calcium carbonate is 100. So 5 moles of CaCO3 is equal to 5 into 100 is equal to 500 grams. Very simple answer. No need to try other things. Simply this question straight away says what molecular mass is given. So 5 mole, 1 molecular mass is mass of 1 mole of substance. So 5 moles will have 5 times of that, right? How many moles of HCl will react with 5 moles of calcium carbonate? Now here what you have, 1 mole of calcium carbonate, 2 moles of HCl. So 1 is reacting with 2. So 5 will react with what? X. So you can cross multiply. X is equal to 5 into 2 is 10. So what you will say? So how many moles of HCl will react with 5 moles of calcium carbonate? Answer is 10 moles. Okay, that's it. Going to the next question. The question appears to be difficult, but it is very simple. The third part says, what is the volume of carbon dioxide liberated at STP at the same time? Okay, let's see the equation again. Volume of carbon dioxide liberated at the same time. So here we are saying 1 mole of calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of CO2. Okay, so 1 mole of CaCO3 gives 1 mole of CO2, right? Now here the question is 5 moles of calcium carbonate. 5 moles of CaCO3 will give how many moles? 5 moles of CO2, right? So 5 moles of CO2. 5 moles of CO2 in volume. 1 mole is 22.4 liters. So 5 moles is 5 into 22.4 liters. So that is equal to how much? Multiply it. 112 liters is equal to 112 liters. Okay, right. Then identify the gas evolved in each of the following. Methane undergoes complete combustion. Any hydrocarbon on complete combustion gives only two substances, CO2 and H2O. So the H2O, water. So identify the gas evolved. The gas is carbon dioxide, or you may write CO2. Carbon dioxide is the answer, or CO2 is the answer. Identify. They are not saying name or formula. So carbon dioxide or CO2, right? Copper carbonate is heated. Copper carbonate CuCO3 on heating gives CuO plus CO2. Again the answer is CO2 or carbon dioxide. Right? MnO2 reacts with concentrated HCl. We know this MnO2 manganese dioxide. It's a laboratory preparation of chlorine. So MnO2 will give MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. So 4 HCl, right? Anyway, equation is not required. This is not the answer. The answer is chlorine. Question says identify the gas evolves, chlorine or Cl2. Don't write Cl, correct molecular formula is Cl2, right? And question number 6. X is HCl dissociates to give H plus plus Cl minus. The ions are produced here in solution state. PbBr2 in molten state gives this, okay? Pb2 plus plus thing. Now HCl is we know in aqueous it's a covalent compound. So in the gaseous state it remains as molecules. When it is put in water solution state it forms ions. So this is an ionization reaction. Ionization. Molecules changing into ion is ionization. Now this is an electrovalent compound already in the form of ions. Electrovalent compounds exist in the form of ions even in solid state. So it splits in molten state, it will split into ions, that is called a dissociation. So this is the difference between ionization and dissociation. Okay, so let's understand this. Now what are the questions? So always, whenever a question is there, you always work out this and then try to answer. From the above reactions X or Y, identify the reaction which exhibits electrolytic dissociation. As I said, the dissociation here is the second one, it is Y. Answer is Y. And ionization is X. Okay, so that is done. Now next is give reasons for the following. Inert gases do not form ions. Why? Because they have stable electronic configuration. Stable electronic configuration. We don't write octet configuration because helium has duplet, the others have octet. Or you can say they have their outer shell complete. So anything like that, right? And B part, covalent compounds have a low melting and boiling point. Why? Due to weak forces of attraction between molecules. Covalent compounds remain as molecules and they are held together by weak forces, and whereas ionic compounds have strong electrostatic force, or you can write absence of strong forces of attraction between molecules. Some people say Van der Waals force and all that. You don't need to name all that. So either this or this. Okay. So you may write any one of this. Arrange the following as per the instructions given in the brackets. Decreasing order of atomic size: carbon, fluorine, beryllium. So these are the second period element. In the second period, first let us write them in the correct order as it appears in the period. We have beryllium comes first, and then boron, and then fluorine. Okay, so this is the correct order in the period. Now decreasing order of atomic size: across a period atomic size decreases, we know. So this is the correct order. Okay, the largest atom is here and this is the smallest atom. Okay, right, atomic size. Going to the next question. Sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, acetic acid. Increasing order of number of replaceable hydrogen atoms per molecule. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4. It has got 2 replaceable hydrogen ions. Phosphoric is H3PO4. It has got 3 replaceable. Acetic acid is CH3COOH. It has got only 1 replaceable hydrogen. This is not replaceable, you should know. It splits as CH3COO minus plus H plus. That's how it splits. This is not splitting. So only 1. So increasing order of number of replace. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So the least will be acetic acid. So you write acetic, use that formula should not be written because the list has names. Acetic acid, then we write sulfuric acid and comma, the next is phosphoric acid. Okay. So here you see, don't, you have to be very careful. You write like this. Now the less than and greater than sign, some people do less than and greater than sign. If you use that, it should be correct. So better is to put commas. The least will be here, the increasing order. The phosphoric has the increasing number of, the most number of hydrogen ions, replaceable hydrogen, right? Part C, potassium, lithium, sodium, increase order of ionization potential. So they are in alkali metals in group 1. So the first one is lithium and the next is sodium and then is potassium. This is the correct order. Okay. Now let's see, ionization potential down a group decreases. Yes. So they are asking increasing order. So we will write from bottom to top, the reverse order. So the correct order is potassium, lithium, potassium, sodium, not lithium, sodium and lithium. Okay. So this is the correct answer. Then identify the following: an element in period 1 which can be placed in both group 1 and group 17 of the periodic table. Element in group 1. There are 2 elements in group 1, hydrogen and helium. Helium is a noble gas, it stays at group 18, nothing. So the answer is hydrogen. So answer will be hydrogen. We know the anomalous behavior and we know hydrogen has similarities with group 1 as well as group 17. So hydrogen is the answer. B, the element having electronic configuration 286. 286 is in the 16th group and there are 3 orbits, so it is in the 3rd period. So what is the element? 286 is atomic number will be 16. 2 plus 8 plus 6 is 16. Okay. So number of orbits, 3 orbits are there, 3rd period. Valence electrons are 6, so group 16. So it is sulfur. Okay. Right. Next, the most electronegative element of period 3. The most electronegative. Period 3, the electronegativity increases from left to right. The halogens will be the most electronegative. Period 3, we have chlorine. So it is the most electronegative element, right? Now we are going to question 7. Rita was given an unknown salt for identification. She prepared a solution of the salt and divided it into 2 parts. Okay, aqueous solution of the salt is made. To the first part of the solution, she added a few drops of ammonium hydroxide and obtained a reddish brown PPT. Yeah, very clear. Alkali, ammonium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, reddish brown PPT is formed means it is ferric. The cation is ferric. Name the cation present here. That is what is asked in A. And then to the second part of the solution, she added a few drops of silver nitrate solution, obtained white prism. That is chloride, gives white PPT. So here it is ferric, cation is ferric, the anion is chloride. Okay. So from both the test, you have studied this under analytical chemistry. I have made a video on that. You can watch that if you are not familiar with that. Then the next part of the question, fill in the blanks using correct answers from the bracket. Carbon tetrachloride is a dash, polar, non-polar, covalent. It is a non-polar, we know that. So the answer will be A, non-polar. No need to copy the sentence because the question does not say copy the right sentence or write full sentence, right? Fill in the blanks, okay. So part A, non-polar, that is sufficient. Remaining is not required. During the electrolysis of acidulated water, the gas liberated at anode is cathode hydrogen, anode is oxygen. So the answer is electrolysis of acidified water is oxygen. Okay. Part 3, ammonia burns in oxygen as shown below. Here is a reaction. If 240 cc of ammonia is burned in 300 cc of oxygen, find out the composition of the resultant gaseous mixture at the room temperature. Yes, here we have some work. So now gases are there, both gases and gas. So we can apply Gay-Lussac's law straight away. So this is 4 volumes, this is 3 volumes, and this is 2 volumes. Okay. Now this is a vapor cooling at room temperature. This will become a liquid. So we will not apply the Gay-Lussac's law on this, only for these 3 things. Okay. 2 reactants and 1 product. Okay. So 4 volumes, 3 volumes and 2 volumes. Now 240 cc of ammonia is burned in 300 cc of oxygen. So we have 240 here and 3. So 4 is to 3. So which one is less, that we have to see now. 240 cc of ammonia, 240 cc, and this is 300 cc. 4 is to 3. If you take 300 here, so this will be 400. That is not right. So this is extra. That means we have to take, this is the least one. We have to go by this. That is the limiting reagent here. So 4 volumes on this. So we will not use this volume. So this will be taken as X. Okay. And here we will take it as Y. So it is 4 upon 240 is equal to 3 upon X, that is equal to 2 upon Y. This is how we go. Okay. I have solved these type of questions in under gas laws. I have made some videos on that. You can watch that also. Now the question is, find out the composition of the resultant gaseous mixture. The resultant gaseous mixture, what is the composition? So first we will find out 4 volumes of ammonia, 240. So how much oxygen is required? So volume of oxygen used is equal to 4 upon 240 is equal to 3 upon X. Cross multiplying, we get 4X is equal to 3 into 240. So that is X is equal to 3 into 240 upon 4. So this will go 60, and that's equal to 180 ml of oxygen is used. So we have 300 ml of oxygen. So remaining oxygen is equal to 300 minus 180 is equal to 120 cc of oxygen. Now ammonia we had 240, all 240 is used. So ammonia is not remaining, it is completely consumed. But oxygen we have 120 cc of oxygen remaining. At the same time we also have some nitrogen, that is volume of nitrogen. Let us calculate volume of nitrogen is equal to 4 upon 240. This will be used, this ratio is equal to 2 upon Y. So Y is equal to 4Y is equal to 2 into 240. So Y is equal to 2 into 240 upon 4. So it's gone 120 is equal to, no, this is 60 into 2. So 120 ml. Okay. So what is the composition of the resultant mixture? The resultant, at the end we have 120 cc oxygen, that is the remaining oxygen here, and 120 cc of cc and ml are same of nitrogen. Ammonia is finished, water is not a gas anymore, it is liquid. So this is the composition of the remaining mixture or resultant mixture. I hope you understood. Please watch again if you are not understanding. Then fourth part of the question. The following table shows electronic configurations of atoms A, B, C and D. So the configurations are given here. Write the formula of the compound formed between. Okay, A has 2 valence electrons, so it will lose them and form +2 state, right? B has 6, so it can either gain 2 electron -2, or it can share 2 electrons to become octet. C, it can gain 1 more electron and reach -1, or it can share 1 electron. to become octet. This is 4, it can neither lose nor gain, so it has to share 4 electrons, right? So share 4 electrons. Okay, now let us see A and B. A is 2 at 6. A is in +2 state, B is in -2 state. So they can form an ionic compound. So both the charges getting cancelled. Formula of the compound will be AB because both charges getting cancelled. Now D and C. D is having 4 valence electrons and C is having 1 valence electron, 1 electron and 4 electron. There is no charge because they are not losing or gaining, because this one 4 will not be, so it will share. So one atom of D has 4 electrons, it will need 4 atoms of C to complete, so it will be DZ4. Okay, example, D with 4 valence electron, C has 1 electron and another C has 1 electron, this C has 1 electron, this has 1 electron. In the 1 electron required, actually there are 7, so you can make the remaining also. Okay, so it is sharing 1 electron. Okay, so this is the compound, so DC4 is the answer. Now which of the above elements will exhibit catenation? Catenation is this is 2, 4 is carbon, so answer is D, it exhibits catenation. And the question 8, choose the correct answer from the list given below. Zinc blende, C2H2, calamine, CH, hematite. So choose the correct answer from these. Let us see. So we have the ore which can be concentrated by magnetic separation. Magnetic separation is hematite. And the next one, empirical formula of ethine is CH. Actual formula is C2H2. Simplified will be CH. Balanced equation for the following reaction. The copper reacts with the concentrate. So in this answer you understood this is not the correct answer. So there was no correct option also. It should have been magnetite here, which is not given in the question. So the council has given free mark for this question. So here you can ignore that one. Right. Now the next is give balance equation for the following reactions. Copper reacts with concentrated nitric acid. We know copper plus concentrated nitric acid will give copper nitrate, CuNO3 whole twice, plus water and nitrogen dioxide. So let us balance it. CuO3, yeah, 4 nitric acid and 4. So and 2H2O. Okay. So this is the correct balance equation. Aluminium nitrate is treated with warm water. Aluminium nitrate is Aln plus warm water will give aluminium hydroxide and ammonia, NH3, 3H2O, reverse NH3. It is balanced. Going to the next one, match for the preparation given below. Okay, zinc chloride from zinc. It is a metal displacement reaction. So A matches with 3 and B, KNO3 from KOH. It's neutralization or a titration reaction. So here we have neutralization. So B matches with 4 and C, calcium carbonate from calcium chloride. So calcium carbonate is an insoluble salt by precipitation. So C is 1. So these are the answers. I have made this video on preparation of salts. You can check under acid basis salts. You can see, check the playlist, you will find there. Then fourth one. Hydrogen chloride gas is prepared in the laboratory by the action of concentrated sulfuric acid on sodium chloride. So sodium chloride plus concentrated sulfuric acid. We use less than below 200 degrees Celsius. We have NaHSO4 and HCl. So this is the actual reaction. This is not your answer. Now let us look into the reaction. Here give balanced chemical equation for the above. Yes, they have asked the reaction, so write it. Sodium chloride plus concentrated sulfuric acid below 200 degrees Celsius. If you don't write temperature also no problem. NaHSO4 plus HCl. So this is it is a self-balanced equation, nothing to be done. State the method of collection of the gas formed above, that is hydrogen chloride. Okay. Now, how do you collect? Hydrogen chloride is a gas heavier than air and it is highly soluble in water. So it is collected by upward displacement of air. Upward displacement of air. The whole thing is required. Upward displacement and of air is also required. It is not collected over water. What is the property of sulfuric acid that makes it a suitable reagent for the reaction? We know sulfuric acid is a non-volatile acid which can displace volatile acids. Non-volatile, or you may write less volatile acid. Okay, so this is the property of sulfuric acid. So 3 marks question, 3 answers is done. That's the end of part B or section B of this question paper 2024. So you can watch the video again and again to understand the answers, and for chapter wise reference you can go to the videos in the playlist in this channel. So keep watching. If you have comments, you can write it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. All the best.